Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Tassif back with another live stream, and I'm waiting to see how many people are here. Let's see, let the numbers update. Okay. All right. My friends, Gina is here, Frank is here, Edwin is here, Mickey is here, Ken, Bill, and Rachel. Wow, we have several friends here already participating in the live chat. Welcome. Thanks for continuing to support this channel. My friends, this live stream, the live chat window is in subscriber only mode. So only those who subscribe to this channel will be able to participate in the live chat. I believe the threshold is 5 minutes or longer. So if you are watching for the first time, please subscribe and stay subscribed for at least 5 minutes so you can participate in the live chat. My friends, there's a lot going on. You know, right before I started the live stream over the last hour, I was thinking, there's so much going on. What topics can I cover? Okay, that's what I was thinking. What topics can I cover? A lot has happened. I mean, what a week it has been. This is Friday night, and this is Donald Trump's first, week in office, because Donald Trump was sworn in on Monday. Okay, that was MLK Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and also it was the day of Donald Trump's inauguration. That was Monday. So Tuesday was Donald Trump's first full day in office. Monday was the first day in office, but it was not a full day. Tuesday was the first full day in office. And then came Wednesday, the second full day in office, and then Thursday and Friday. So today was Donald Trump's fifth day in office, but fourth full day in office. And a lot has already happened. I feel like people understand that we are already winning. We are winning, we are winning, and we are winning. Okay, it's not been full 7 days. Okay, and we are already winning. We can go through many examples. So I feel like, okay, Friday evening, I'm doing this live stream. What topics can I cover? There's just so much going on in the world. And our country and Donald Trump is tied up in all of this. Okay? Donald Trump is already working on international relations. Donald Trump is already working on solving a lot of domestic issues. So both domestic and international, Donald Trump is staying very, very busy. And so there's so much to talk about. So much to talk about. So we will discuss some very important topics today. So please make sure that you like the video, give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you have not done so already. And I do have a poll question, which is a slightly different question than the ones that I usually post. Usually I'll post a question on some political issue, some social issue, or pertaining to some politician or some ongoing affair, right? Current affairs. The question that I asked you today is quite different. The question is, do you enjoy my daily live streams on social and political issues? I mean, you watch my channel. There are almost 12,000 subscribers. We're getting there. We're not there yet, but we're close. And so my question is, do you enjoy? Do you enjoy this? I'm hoping the answer is going to be yes, because there's a reason why you tune in. If you didn't like this channel, you wouldn't tune in. Because you tune in, because you participate in the live chat. I'm hoping the answer will be yes. And so far, there are only 15 votes, but all those 15 votes, yes votes. So yeah, just please answer that question. Um, Let me know if you enjoy my daily live streams. I'm really hoping the answer is going to be yes. Hopefully, it'll be unanimous. I don't know. Somebody might come and say no. All right. But then my question would be, if you're voting no, why are you watching this channel, right? Right? I mean, that's a good point. Anyway, my friends, let's jump into the discussion today. Breaking news, Pete Hegseth has been confirmed to be the new Secretary of Defense. Great news. Great news, my friends. Just take a moment to absorb this breaking news, because it's not just about Pete Hegseth being confirmed. It's about Donald Trump and the choice he made when he selected Pete Hegseth. It's about Donald Trump and his new administration. It's about his cabinet, a cabinet that will make America great again. So the cabinet is forming. We know who the nominees are for the different positions, but the confirmation votes will have to take place. Different committees are working on the nominations. The Senate as a whole will have to confirm or not confirm, but we, as America First supporters, we, the people, freedom-loving Americans who believe in the America First agenda, we are hoping that each and every cabinet nominee gets confirmed. So Marco Rubio was confirmed. John Ratcliffe was confirmed. And now we saw, give me 1 second. And now we saw Pete Hegseth being confirmed. This is truly amazing. It's a big victory for Donald Trump. Very big victory. This nomination faced challenges. Those who have been paying attention, you know this. Pete Hegseth's nomination faced challenges. The Democrats strongly opposed Pete Hegseth. As you know, Marco Rubio was unanimously confirmed, which is pretty amazing. Everyone supported Marco Rubio for the position of the Secretary of State. There was no opposition in the case of Marco Rubio. Unanimous vote in the Senate, but Pete Hegseth's nomination was opposed by the Democrats and also by some Republicans. And that's something we're going to talk about. There are 100 seats in the U.S. Senate. 100 seats in the U.S. Senate. We, the Republicans, we have 53 seats in the Senate. So we have a majority and we have 53 seats. So we are the majority. We, the Republicans, okay? Now, if every Republican would vote for Pete Hegseth, then he would get 53 yes votes. If every Republican in the Senate would vote for Pete Hegseth, he would get 53 yes votes. But do you know how many yes votes Pete Hegseth got? I know some of you know. Anyone who's keeping track of the numbers, out of 100 votes. Now, Pete Hegseth's been confirmed. Do you know how many votes he got in the Senate for his confirmation? Who can tell me? It was tied. James is saying tied. Exactly. There were 50 yes votes and there were 50 no votes. So it was a tie. So who voted? Which three Republicans voted against Pete Hegseth? Which three Republicans? If we have 53 seats, we the Republicans, we have 53 seats in the Senate, and there were 50 yes votes and 50 no votes. That means All Democrats voted against Hegseth, but then 3 Republicans voted against Hegseth. They voted no. 3 Republicans did not want to see Hegseth as the Secretary of Defense. Do you know the 3 Republicans? Corina is here. Hi, Corina. 3 Republicans. Can you tell me the names of the 3 Republicans? Who can tell me? James is saying McConnell, Murkowski, and Collins. That is correct, James. So James is saying McConnell, Murkowski, and Collins. That is correct. Mitch McConnell voted against Pete Hegseth. And Lisa Murkowski voted against Pete Hegseth. And Susan Collins also voted against Pete Hegseth. So we have 53 seats. We the Republicans, we have 53 seats in the U.S. Senate. And still, this crucial vote ended up being a tie. And when there's a tie, what happens? The vice president has to do the tiebreaker. So the vice president, when there's a 50-50 split on a vote, the vice president has to come in and do the tiebreaker. So J.D. Vance had to come and vote in favor of Pete Hegseth to make it a 51-50 total. Okay? Now, my friends, let's pause for a second, okay? I want you all to pause for a second because I'm going to go back to the past. All right? Here we are at present doing this live stream, but we're going to pause and we're going to go back to the past. Now you may be asking, Tosif, how is it possible? We don't have a time machine. Well, we don't need a time machine. We remember the things we discussed before the election. If you have been watching me, if you have been following my channel and watching my live streams for a few months, then you remember some of the things we talked about previously. AC is here. Hi, AC. Crockett is here. Hi, Crockett. Let's go back. Let's go back, all right? No time machine here. I wish we had a time machine. That'd be pretty cool. We don't, but we remember the things, so let's go back. Before the election, the Republicans in the Senate were the minority. The Democrats had the Senate majority before the election, the 2024 election. And I kept highlighting how important it is for the Republicans to regain the majority in the U.S. Senate. Do you remember that? If you remember, please let me know. Olympia, a viewer named Olympia is here. Hi there. Do you remember? I kept saying it is important for the Republicans to regain the majority in the U.S. Senate. These are the exact words I used over and over again. I kept saying, we have to regain, we have to regain, we have to regain. Corina remembers. Thanks, Corina. If you remember, just say, I remember. Corina says, I remember. I kept saying that. I kept saying over and over again, we must regain the majority in the U.S. Senate. And I went state by state by state talking about the different Senate races. Do you remember? I talked about the Senate race in Ohio. Our candidate, Bernie Moreno, I talked about him. I talked about the Senate race in Pennsylvania, Dave McCormick, our candidate. I talked about Tim Sheehy in Montana. I talked about other Senate races, okay? all the Senate races where the incumbent was a Democrat and we had a Republican challenger. So in Ohio, Democrat Sherrod Brown was up for re-election, and our candidate was Bernie Moreno. I talked about that race. I highlighted how important it is for the Ohio voters to vote for Bernie Moreno so that we can defeat Sherrod Brown and regain that seat. And we did. We did win. We did win in Ohio. We captured that seat. We defeated the Democrat who was the incumbent at the time. We defeated Sherrod Brown, and Bernie Moreno captured that seat. He won that seat. In Pennsylvania, I talked about Bob Casey, and Bob Casey, the Democrat, he was defeated by Dave McCormick, so we gained that seat also. In Montana, we gained one seat. Tim Sheehy, our candidate, defeated John Tester, Democrat John Tester. So these are 3 seats that we gained, right? And I talked about other Senate races also. I talked about the Senate race in Wisconsin with Eric Hovde, which we did not win. I talked about the Senate race in Nevada. I talked about the Senate race in Arizona. We did not win those, okay? We did not win the Senate race in Arizona. We did not win the Senate race in Nevada. We did not win the Senate race in Wisconsin, but we did win Montana. We did win Ohio. We did win Pennsylvania. And so before the election, everyone talked about the presidential election. But right here on this channel, we understood, my friends. We all understood. Right here on this channel, we understood the importance of the Senate races. We understood how important it is for Donald Trump to win and for Donald Trump to have a Republican majority in the Senate. Okay? And I kept saying we need to regain the majority. So a majority would mean 51 seats. That would be a majority. And even a 50 seat along with Donald Trump in the White House would mean a majority. So if the Republicans would have gotten just 50 seats, but with Donald Trump in the White House, that would essentially give us the majority because we would have a Republican vice president doing the tiebreaker, right? But a 51 seat would be a clear majority. A 52 seat is even better. A 53 seat is great. And if we would have won Wisconsin, Nevada, and Arizona Senate races, we could be enjoying a 56 seat, like 56, the Republicans could be in control of 56 seats, but that did not happen. We ended up with 53. That's still good. But think about how close this vote for Pete Hegseth was. It was a 50-50 split. McConnell against Pete Hegseth, Susan Collins against Pete Hegseth, Lisa Murkowski against Pete Hegseth. So let's think about a scenario where we only have 52 seats instead of 53. Okay? Let's say we have 52 seats in the Senate and not 53. That would mean that Pete Hegseth would get only 49 yes votes. Right? Because we would have 52 seats, and if 3 Republican senators would say no to Pete Hegseth like they did today, then that would mean Pete Hegseth would only get 49 yes votes, which would mean that Pete Hegseth would not have been confirmed. Pete Hegseth would not have been confirmed. If we would have a 52 if we would have a majority with only 52 seats. Thank God we have a majority with 53 seats. Even with 53 seats, it went down to a tie-break vote. Even with 53 seats, we ended up with 3 Republicans voting no on Pete Hegseth, and so J.D. Vance had to come in and do the tiebreaker. So if Bernie Moreno would not have won, if Dave McCormick would not have won, if Tim Sheehy would not have won, any one of them, thank God we have these 3 new seats, which helped us get to the 53 seat total that we have now. But if we would have had 52 seats, Pete Hegseth would have an unfavorable outcome in the Senate floor, on the in the vote on the U.S. Senate floor. Okay, so that's why, my friends, I want to go back to the past. I want to revisit the discussion that we had previously before the election, when I kept saying we need to regain the majority in the U.S. Senate. We need to regain the majority, and the more seats, the better. Let's see. Okay. All right. Crockett, I don't understand what you're saying. Not yet. Okay. Anyway, I'll continue. I'll wait to see more questions and comments here. So, okay. So, my friends, all the discussion that we had, everything that we talked about, now it's all making sense. It's all making sense. It's important to have a sound majority in the Senate, not just a simple majority, not just a 51 seats. All right. Okay, I'm confused by some of the comments here. Okay, who are we talking about here in the live chat? Rachel, I don't understand the last comment. So Rachel, would you clarify your last comment so I know what you're talking about? Okay, all right. I guess I missed the flow of the live chat, so I'm trying to catch up. And all right, okay. I'm trying to catch up here. So anyway, I'll revisit that. Ken is saying it's the planetary alignment, Brother Tossif. Absolutely. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. There was a reason why the Republicans ended up with 53 seats and not 52. There's a reason why we got 53 seats and not 52. Remember, the Senate race in Pennsylvania was, I mean, it seemed pretty challenging, and we did not know. I mean, you know, we did feel confident, because I felt confident that that Dave McCormick would win, because it started looking really good as we got closer to the election date that Dave McCormick might win. Pennsylvania can be challenging, but Dave McCormick did it, okay? So if we would not have had that seat, let's say we have a 52-seat majority, then what? Pete Hegseth would be a no. The result would be totally different. But here we are, we're celebrating because Pete Hegseth has been confirmed. So everything flows in a very meaningful way. And we talked about it before the election, right here on this channel. Rachel says we won. Tommy Brown Jr. is here. Hello, Tommy Brown. So my friends, as we head towards 2026, I will do more analysis, okay? 2026 is still far away. What I mean is not just the year 2026, but the 2026 election, the midterm election is still far away, but we will be doing an early analysis, okay? I'm going to do that very soon. I already did a preliminary analysis sometime in the last few weeks. I presented some information about what Senate races are going to be taking place in 2026, but we will go into more details very soon. Jax904 is here. Good to see you. Brian from Pennsylvania. Brian, good to see you. Air Force, USA. Brian, good to see you. Okay. Dan, thanks for being here. So, going back to the days of the electoral map analysis, now do you see the value of the discussion we had back then? When we went state by state discussing the Senate races, not just how many electoral college votes Trump may get. Not only did we discuss that, we also discussed the Senate races going state by state. Do you see the value of the discussion that we had? Kathy Hall is here. Hi, Kathy Hall. Martin is here. Hello, Martin. Captain DJ is here. Hamilton, always good to have you. So, okay. I'm going to catch up with. All right. All right. So, do you see the value of the discussion that we had back then? Everything that we talked about before the election, we can now see the value of that analysis that we did. Here are the results. Chanda is here. Hi, Chanda. 53 seats for the Republicans in the Senate, which made it possible for Pete Hegseth to be confirmed. So let's do a quick survey. 133 people watching. Oh, this is great, my friends. After an initial slow start, it seems like we're gaining momentum. So please, let's continue to reach out to more people. Like this video if you have not done so already. 147, the number just went up. More and more people are tuning in for this live stream. This is great. This is great, my friends. Let's keep that momentum, okay? All right. All right. Okay. Now that we know Pete Hegseth has been confirmed to be the new Secretary of Defense, let's do a quick, not a poll, but just by just using your words in the live chat. Are you happy that Pete Hegseth is the new Secretary of Defense? Just say happy. Just say happy if you're happy. And if you're not happy, just express it however you want. What can I say? If you are happy, 197 people watching right now. We are gaining momentum right here on this channel. Let's break that 200 viewer barrier. Let's get more people to join our family. Let's get more people to join our family. Let's get to 12,000 subscribers. Let's do that. Lots of people coming in. Okay. Let's see who's happy. Brian is happy. Hamilton's happy. Dan says yes. Chanda is happy. Ken is happy. Rachel is happy. Crockett is happy. Kathy Hall, you haven't responded. Jax904. What's your answer, Jax904? All right. Robert Hunter is happy. Captain DJ is happy. Brian is extremely happy. Well, that's awesome. Not just happy, but extremely. That shows intense happiness, a high degree of happiness. Absolutely. We are extremely happy because Trump's winning. With each nominee being confirmed, Trump is winning. Tracy is saying happy. Clifton has a different opinion. Clifton doesn't care. Clifton, what's going on? Clifton, you don't support MAGA, Clifton. You don't support MAGA. You Clifton, do you believe in MAGA? All right. Bill from Vegas is saying happy, happy, happy. Okay, some people say that every time I put on my MAGA hat, I get more likes and more views. Is that true? Is that true? When I put on the MAGA hat, do the views go up? Do the likes go up? Do we connect with more and more freedom-loving people on YouTube? Do we get to reach more people when I put on the MAGA hat? I want to hear your opinion. Crockett is happy. Crockett says, very, very happy. Love, Pete. Invisible Man is here. Invisible Man, although you are invisible, I can still see your comments, all right? This is a special kind of invisibility, okay? Invisible Man is invisible, but we can see everything that Invisible Man is writing. Okay, this is special. Thanks for being here. All right. My friends, everyone is happy. 192 people watching right now. This is wonderful. Okay, let's keep that momentum going, okay? Let's keep that momentum going. Everyone's happy that Pete Hegseth is going to be the new Secretary of Defense. And you know what? It's a new day in America. America is back. Okay? Trump is going to make the Defense Department great again. DOD, Department of Defense, is going to be great again. Our military is going to be the strongest, absolutely the strongest in the world. Okay? It is going to be wonderful. Wokeness is going to be gone, Brian. You are absolutely right. Wokeness? No more wokeness. 271 people watching this. Wow. The MAGA hat is doing its magic. It's the MAGA magic. As people are scrolling on YouTube and they come across this video, they instantly, in not 1 second, in not half a second, in a micro, mini fraction of a second, they understand that this is a MAGA channel. This is a channel for freedom-loving people. This is a channel where people come together, those who want to put America first. And that's how people become a part of this community. People become a part of this community, a part of this family. 251 people watching right now. We got the momentum. If you think we have the momentum, let's just write Trump 2025 in the live chat to celebrate that momentum that we have right here on a Friday night. Let's write Trump 2025. If you believe that we have the momentum, Liz is writing yes. Thank you, Liz. Frank is saying T. Thank you, Frank. We are a family, MAGA. Rachel, absolutely correct. Chanda is saying Trump 2025. Jax is saying Trump. Dan is saying Trump 2025. Rachel is saying Trump 2025. Jared is saying Trump 2025. Thank you so much. Oh, our friend Terry Dunlap just joined. Terry from South Dakota. A freedom-loving American. Terry, always wonderful to have you here. Terry has been supporting this channel since day one. Absolutely day one. Terry, great to see you. Terry, are you happy that Pete Hegseth is the new Secretary of Defense? What are your thoughts? Frank is saying Trump 2025. Tracy Simons is saying Trump 2025. Did I spell that right? Is it Simons or Simmons? Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for being a part of this family. Terry is saying, loved watching Trump in California tonight. We're going to get to that, Terry. We are going to get to that. All right. Now, Brian, our friend Brian is saying something in the live chat, which I don't know what to say in response. Brian, I am so eternally grateful for your vote of confidence and for the comment that you wrote. Can everyone see Brian's comment? So Brian is our friend, Air Force USA, who just wrote a comment. And Brian, how do I respond to that, Brian? You just made me so happy, Brian, with that comment of yours, with that vote of confidence. I don't know what to say in response. Can anyone tell me? How do I respond to Brian? Brian is saying Trump toss-if 2028. That is what Brian just said. Our friend, Air Force USA, Brian from Pennsylvania, we love Pennsylvania, is saying Trump toss-if 2028. Wow. Wow, Brian. Brian is saying, waiting for you to run, I'm voting toss-if. Brian, what would I say in response to that amazing, wonderful, I don't even have words to describe it. Okay? Brian wrote Trump toss-if 2028. Thank you, Brian. Okay? From the bottom of my heart. Okay? Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Okay? Thank you so much. I really, there's no way. I don't know what to say in response to that, because it's one of the most wonderful comments I've ever heard. Okay, so really, let my face, let my expression, facial expression, be the response. Okay, Brian, I'm eternally grateful for what you just wrote. So, thank you so much, Brian. Thank you. Our friend Brian, a truly wonderful member of this amazing family we have here online, right? All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian. So, great day today. A truly great day in America. Pete Hegseth confirmed. One after another, Donald Trump's nominees are being confirmed. Now let's talk about North Carolina. Who wants to talk about North Carolina? Who wants to talk about North Carolina? Do we have friends from North Carolina here? Do we have anyone from North Carolina? Claudia Greenwood is our friend from North Carolina. We got Crockett from South Carolina, but anyone from North Carolina here in the live chat? North Carolina here? No? Okay. Maybe our friend Claudia Greenwood would join. I don't know, maybe Claudia will watch the replay. We're going to talk about North Carolina. My friends, the people of North Carolina, our fellow Americans in North Carolina, they are suffering. Many people in North Carolina are suffering. They have been suffering for months. Joe Biden's administration did not provide the assistance, the relief, the help that the hurricane and flood affected Americans needed in North Carolina. Joe Biden's administration, an absolute failure. We know that. Hold on. We got new viewers here. Okay. Some very kind people, some not so kind people. All right. We got a mix in the live chat today. Okay. We got some really wonderful people, amazing people, and we got some people that are not so nice. Okay. But that's okay. You know what? We treat everyone with kindness. All right. We treat everyone with kindness. Okay. So even those who don't agree with us, even those who are being a little grumpy in the live chat, okay, we're gonna treat them with kindness. Okay. All right. Okay. So, my friends, the people of North Carolina, they have been suffering for months and months after the hurricane, after the flood. Properties destroyed, homes destroyed, businesses destroyed. People are suffering in North Carolina, and this happened during the Biden-Harris administration. Biden and Harris, they were still in charge when the hurricane happened affecting North Carolina, the flood, the devastation in North Carolina. Biden and Harris in charge. What did they do for the people of North Carolina? Can anyone tell me what Biden and Harris did for the people of North Carolina? 253 people watching as of this moment. Can you tell me what Biden and Harris did for North Carolina? What did they do to help the people of North Carolina? Did they do anything? Did they do anything? Brian is writing, people in North Carolina are living in tents. Yes. Our fellow Americans in North Carolina, they have been suffering for months. And what did Joe Biden and Kamala Harris do? Anything? Did they do anything? There was no leadership in the White House. There was no leadership in America. 305 people watching right now. 305 people watching right now. To all those 305 people watching, let me ask you, did Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, did they do anything meaningful to help the people of North Carolina? To help the American citizens living in North Carolina? Anything? There was no leadership in the White House. Joe Biden, what did he do? Kamala Harris, what did she do? Nothing. Nothing. And FEMA, do you have anything you want to say about FEMA? The emergency management folks at FEMA? Anything about that agency that you want to share? Any thoughts on their performance over the last 4 years? Let's talk about the last 4 years. We're talking about the last 4 years and FEMA's performance. Did FEMA respond efficiently after the hurricane, after the flood in North Carolina? We can talk about FEMA. We can talk easily 1 hour, 2 hours, just about FEMA. Okay? Terry, I see your comment, Terry. I understand. I understand. So, people continued to suffer. Months went by. Months went by, and people continued to suffer in North Carolina. And FEMA did not do the job that the agency was supposed to do. Months after the natural disaster, hurricane, flood, people are still struggling. And 304 people watching right now. Please subscribe if you have not done so already, my friends. To all the new viewers, we appreciate your support. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. And if you have not, and you're still watching, you're trying to figure out whether to subscribe or not, let me tell you, yes, please do subscribe, because when you do so, and you wait for 5 minutes, you will be able to participate in the live chat. And you know what? You're going to be part of this family. You're going to be part of this amazing family that we have here. And we're getting bigger, we're getting stronger, because we are freedom-loving people. All right, give me 1 second, my friends. So we are 47 minutes into the live stream, and almost close to 10,000 people have already watched this video. We are 47 minutes, not even a full hour into the live stream, and close to 10,000 people. Actually 10,000, we just hit 10,000. In 47 minutes, we hit 10,000 views on this video. Bill, thank you so much. Richard, thanks for being here. There are others here. Okay, I see Akshat is back. Okay, well, thanks for being back. Audrey from Long Island. Hi, Audrey. Ken from Appleton. Always supporting this channel, Ken. Thank you. Thank you, Ken. Evelyn's here. Evelyn from Vegas. Tommy Brown, thank you. Kristen just joined from New York. Well, thanks for being here. My friends, we were talking about North Carolina, so let's continue the conversation. Homes destroyed, businesses destroyed. People living in North Carolina, they are stuck. They're having to deal with insurance companies. They are waiting for help from federal government, and they have not received help. The Biden administration failed completely. Completely, the Biden administration failed completely in so many different aspects. The Biden administration, whatever they touched, it became a complete disaster. Okay? Complete disaster. The Biden administration, they created a mess all over America. When you talk about supply chain, absolute mess. When you talk about transportation, absolute mess. You talk about the border, absolute mess. You talk about government spending, absolute mess. You talk about inflation, sky-high inflation with Biden in the White House, absolute mess. Talk about emergency management, absolute mess. Everything, and we can go on and on and on. Everything about the Biden administration, complete mess. Complete mess. Okay? But you know what? Now a leader is here. Donald Trump is here. He visited North Carolina. Now, how many of you saw the press conference and the video clips and the images? Media was covering that. Media was covering that. So how many of you saw the news about Trump's visit to North Carolina? What are your thoughts? Please share in the live chat. Please share your thoughts in the live chat, my friends. Patty is saying me, so you saw that, okay. That is so wonderful. Who else? Tommy Brown Jr. is saying it was epic. That is correct. Crockett saw it. Crockett is saying it was totally awesome. Bill saw it. Bill from Vegas saw it. Audrey has a great comment. Audrey is saying, I think he showed great leadership and he's sincere. That is so true, Audrey. You know, for Donald Trump, that visit to North Carolina that we saw today, it was meaningful. He was there because he genuinely cares. Donald Trump was there in North Carolina meeting with families, meeting with people who were affected by the hurricane, by the flood, and Donald Trump was there because he cares, okay? It's not even a full 7 days on the job, and Donald Trump was there prioritizing a visit to North Carolina because he cares. He cares about the people. He wants to help because Donald Trump does not want to see Americans suffering. So Donald Trump was there to listen to the concerns, to hear about the challenges that people are facing in North Carolina, to hear about their losses, to tell them, to give them assurance that he is going to do everything in his power, that Donald Trump is going to do everything in his power to help the people of North Carolina. Okay? A true leader. A true leader. And people shared their stories live in front of TV cameras. Did you see that? Did you see as people came forward one by one and they shared their stories on camera? And Donald Trump was right there. Everything was being broadcasted live. Did you see that? Bill is saying, yes, it was awesome. Christian saying he's helping the whole world. He is. He is. Okay. Tommy Brown is saying Trump is a true leader. Evelyn is saying, I'm proud we have what we voted for. Absolutely, Evelyn. It's the power of our vote that made it possible for Donald Trump to become president again. Okay, so when we say MAGA, it's not just Donald Trump who's going to make America great again. It's Donald Trump and millions of Americans. Collectively, we together, we are supporting our commander-in-chief every moment. And with our support, he is going to make America great again. Together, we will make America great again. Audrey is saying we're truly blessed to have Trump in our lifetime. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Give me one moment, my friends. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a quick update. If we get 24 more subscribers, we're going to get to 11,900, okay? 24 more subscribers, and we will be at 11,900. Melissa is here. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for tuning in. John, thank you. A viewer name, is it Jurmont? Sorry, I can't pronounce the name. Okay. All right. So, a true leader, Donald Trump, he's going to do everything in his power to help the people of North Carolina. Now, today was a special day because Trump went from coast to coast. So, right after North Carolina, where did he go? North Carolina is on the East Coast, okay, close to where Crockett is. Crockett is in South Carolina. So, after North Carolina, Crockett, tell us, where did Trump go after he visited North Carolina? California, absolutely correct. So Trump went from coast to coast. He went to the East Coast, and then he went to the West Coast. He visited North Carolina and California on the same day. He went from the Eastern time zone to the Pacific time zone on the same day. So after North Carolina, Trump went to Los Angeles, and he saw the devastation there. The devastation there. Trump held a big discussion with many elected officials around the table. I think you've seen that. Freshly is here. Hi, Freshly. Our friend Jake from New York is here. Okay. Trying to catch up with some comments here. Okay. All right. So the TV cameras were rolling. There was a big discussion. It was almost like a roundtable discussion. Okay, but the table was shaped more like a U. Okay. It was a discussion in front of TV cameras, everything being captured live. People were watching. There was discussion, there was question and answer. And with Donald Trump, here's something I want to highlight. I think somebody just mentioned that, but I was going to highlight this. In both North Carolina and California, next to Donald Trump, there was First Lady Melania Trump, okay? So for those who did not watch the discussion in California, please watch it online if you have time. Yeah, please watch it online, okay? If you have time, you're gonna have to watch and listen to the whole thing. Give me 1 second here. Did I? Okay. What comment did I miss? What did I miss? Give me a second. AC is saying, I had dinner waiting for him here in Phoenix. Waiting for who, AC? Okay, Bill, did I miss your comment? Let's see. All right, I will take a moment to look at the live chat. Okay, so Bill, are you talking about Akshat repeating stuff over and over again? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Bill? Oh, you like the tie. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's shades of brown today. Although it's like golden, but it's brown, I think. Um, Evelyn wants to see my tie. Yeah, this is here, my tie. You want to see the tie? You want to see the print? That's it. All right. I'm glad you all like my tie. Thank you. Okay, Bill is saying the gold. Yeah, it is gold. Gold goes with brown. Um, what a nice comment, Bill. Bill is writing the gold represents the golden age of America. Yes, that is true. AC is saying nice. Thank you, AC. So I'm considering what to do with Akshat because of all the random comments. Okay, Akshat, I'm still wondering what to do with all your I don't know, strange comments here. Let's think about it. Okay, I need a few moments to figure it out. What to do with Akshat Agarwal here. Michael Brown is here. Michael Brown says, howdy, everyone. Michael, so good to see you, Michael from Australia. Okay, let's continue. Trump visited North Carolina. After that, he went to Los Angeles. He saw the devastation there. First Lady Melania Trump was with Donald Trump. There was a discussion that took place. There were elected officials, and Donald Trump, all the things he said, and there's no way for me to summarize the whole discussion because it was a great discussion. I think you all should watch the whole thing when you have time. But I can tell you whatever Donald Trump said while visiting Los Angeles, it's all common sense. The Republican Party is the party of common sense, and Donald Trump being the leader of the Republican Party, Donald Trump being the president, the Republican president, everything he said during that discussion, it's all common sense. Now, Karen Bass was at the event. Did you see that? Karen Bass was there. She was right there at the very front. She was very close to Trump when they were seated, and there were other elected officials there. And, I'm going to point something out here, and I know you remember this. I'm sure most of you do. Karen Bass, the mayor of Los Angeles, not too long ago, Karen Bass supported making Los Angeles a sanctuary city. And this was right after Donald Trump won the election. Do you remember that? Terry, great comment. Terry is writing, Trump basically told them to let their people go back to their homes, give them freedom to clean up their lots, help them, make it easier to rebuild. Absolutely. Cut red tape. Let the people go back to their lots. Let them do the cleanup. Okay, don't make them wait, because people who lost their homes, okay, they are kind of being kept away from their lots. If the fire's gone, they can go back to their lots, but the government is not allowing that to happen. So Trump basically said, let the people go back to their property, let them start the cleanup. Don't make them wait for weeks and months. Don't do that. Remove red tape. Let people go and take care of their lots. It's all about freedom. Give people the freedom to do what they want with their lots. And Trump said they should be able to go back immediately. Not like 3 days from now, not a week from now, not 10 days from now. Just let them go back. Absolutely correct. It was common sense. Common sense. That's what Donald Trump, everything he said, it's all common sense. And he's a leader, the greatest leader in the world, the greatest leader in the greatest country in the world, meaning the greatest leader in the world. And his message was loud and clear, everything that Donald Trump said. Now, Karen Bass, let's talk about Karen Bass. Yeah, Audra said, yes, Audra, exactly. Donald Trump basically said people should be able to go back to their lots immediately, right? Don't make them wait for days. Richard is saying they own that property. Absolutely. Absolutely. They own their property. And why are the people not being allowed to go back to their property? Now, Karen Bass, okay, I keep talking about Karen Bass, then I get distracted. Karen Bass, do you remember, this is the same Karen Bass. Go back several weeks. She supported making Los Angeles a sanctuary city. Do you remember that? Do you remember Karen Bass supported making Los Angeles a sanctuary city? Because politicians, left-wing politicians in general in California, they spend their time opposing Donald Trump. That's all they do. Okay? These Democrat politicians in California, they don't solve problems in their state. They don't improve things. Okay? They just add regulations after regulations. They prioritize illegal immigrants. They don't look after the Americans who are homeless. They don't look after the other Americans who need help. They don't improve the business climate. They don't improve the housing situation. What the Democrats do, they just create more and more red tape. They prioritize illegals. They make it very difficult to do business in California. Their emergency management, the firefighters and the police, they are doing a great job. They are doing their best. But it's the leaders, the decision makers, the policy makers, the mayor, the governor, the city council people. They perform poorly. They fail at their jobs. Okay? So Karen Bass, this mayor, Karen Bass, she was busy, just go back several weeks, she was busy turning Los Angeles into a sanctuary city, but here she is. She was sitting not too far, she was sitting very close to Donald Trump. So next to Trump was the First Lady, Melania Trump, and then it was Karen Bass. So she was sitting right there. And now Karen Bass realizes that her city needs Donald Trump's help, President Donald Trump's help. Okay? I mean, the same person that she was so busy opposing Trump. She wanted to oppose Trump's policies. She wanted to make Los Angeles a sanctuary city, which they did. They passed that. The city council approved that. Los Angeles is officially a sanctuary city. So they wanted to oppose Donald Trump and his policies in every way possible. And here she is, Karen Bass, Mayor Karen Bass, eager for support and help from the Trump administration. What are your thoughts on that, my friends? My friends, we need 21 more subscribers to get to 11,900. Do you think it is possible? Michael Brown is saying, I don't know who Karen Bass is. Michael Brown. I see your comment, Michael Brown. Michael Brown, Karen Bass is the mayor of Los Angeles. Okay, she you can go look up her history, Michael Brown. She opposed Trump. She opposed Trump. Like, she was busy opposing Trump. And because Trump won and Trump said that he's going to deport the illegals, so Karen Bass, mayor of LA, supported making Los Angeles a sanctuary city. Okay? Yeah, Richard Miller. Yeah, it seemed like Karen Bass was, it seemed to me, as I was listening to the conversation, it seemed to me that, she was trying to establish her points, but she failed at that because Donald Trump made it very clear that the people should be allowed to go back to their lots. But Karen Bass was trying to delay that. Okay, Karen Bass was trying to establish her point that, oh, we need to wait before that happens. I mean, I'm not giving you her exact quotes, but she clearly does not want the people whose properties have been affected. Karen Bass doesn't want those people to immediately go back to their lots, but Donald Trump said, just let them go back. Let them do the cleanup. Let them get started. Don't make them wait. So, viewer name is it Jurmont? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Will you tell me if I'm pronouncing your name correctly? The viewer name Jurmont. Will you give us your real first name or a first name that you want to go by, which might be easier for me to pronounce, so I can address you properly? I'm gonna wait for your comment. Jewel, good to see you. Jewel's here. Robert, I see your comment. Jewel is saying, what a day for President Trump. Yeah. What a day for America. What a day for the American people. Okay. So, Donald Trump said one thing, which I don't know how many of you heard. Donald Trump said, there can be no golden age without the Golden State. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Donald Trump said this during that meeting. He said, there can be no golden age without the Golden State. Let's see how many of you heard that. Rachel, you heard that, right? Rachel did. Richard is saying MAGA. Yeah. So, California, when you look at the whole state, it's a blue state. But in 2024, we saw a significant shift in California. Trump made huge gains in California, but it's still a blue state when you look at the complete picture. But, Trump is the president for all Americans, not just for Republicans. Trump is the president for all Americans, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or an independent, or you don't pay any attention to politics, whatever. Trump is your president. And when California suffers, Trump is there. When California suffers, Trump is there. Doesn't matter if it's a red state or a blue state, Trump is there to help. And those were such wonderful words that Trump said. He said, there can be no golden age without the golden state. I think this was such a crucial point. I mean, just if you want to analyze this statement, you'll understand how powerful this is. Terry is saying California became a little purple in 2024. Yeah, California is shifting. But it doesn't matter if California is red or blue or purple or what. What matters is Donald Trump is there for all of America, whatever state. And Terry, your point is excellent point. California became a little purple because the people there, they have been paying attention to politics, and they have seen for many years how the Democrats have done nothing good for the state. The Democrats have just added more government. They have created a bigger bureaucracy. They have added more red tape. They added more layers in the bureaucracy, more government. Everything's so difficult, so much of inefficiency. And so a lot of people this time in California, they voted for Trump. More people voted for Trump. But still, when you add up all the votes, it's still a blue state. But that doesn't matter because Donald Trump is there regardless of whether it's a red state or a blue state. He's there to help. He is there for the people. And so when Trump says there can be no golden age without the golden state, that shows that Trump has a strong commitment, a strong willingness to help the people of California, and he is going to help the people of California. So Trump, clearly, our president, Commander-in-Chief Donald Trump, showing strong support for California. And that press conference, that meeting, it was so great. I feel like I watched most of it, not the whole segment, not the whole event, but I watched most of it. But I feel like I'm going to watch it again from start to finish so I can, listen to the whole thing, including what I already heard. Because, I feel like it was one of the greatest, whatever you call it, meeting, press conference. It was really great. And people were just thanking Trump. And even the Democrats at the table, they were so relieved, they were so happy that Donald Trump's there visiting California and talking to the people and hearing about their struggles, and that he's committed to help. Even the Democrats were happy. Okay? All right? I mean, Karen Bass, this person who opposed Trump so intensely, right after the meeting ended, she got up and you could see that she was in a hurry to get up from her chair and to approach Trump and to shake his hand. Audrey, thank you so much. Audrey is saying, toss if you're the best. Audrey, thank you so much, Audrey. I appreciate that so very much. Did you see that? Evelyn is saying, I saw that too. Yeah, she was. Go and watch it again. Karen Bass was eager to get up and come and shake Donald Trump's hand. Because Karen Bass understands that her city needs the Trump administration's help. And let me tell you, this crisis started when Joe Biden was still in office. The California fires have been going on for weeks now, and the fires started when Biden and Harris were still in office. And what did Biden do? What did Harris do? And California is Kamala's home state. What did she do for California as the fires were raging? What did Joe Biden do for California when the fires were raging? This started weeks ago. And now Trump is here. And Trump is helping. So, what a great day for America, my friends. What a great day. Pete Hegseth just got this evening. He was confirmed. Great win for Pete Hegseth and awesome win. Massive win for Donald Trump, okay? Because he chose Pete Hegseth. So when Pete Hegseth gets confirmed, it's Donald Trump's victory. And then Trump, he visited both the coasts same day. North Carolina on the East Coast, California on the West Coast. And even at the end of the day, he did not look tired. Did he look tired as he was sitting and talking and answering questions, asking questions? Did he look tired? Donald Trump, he did not. He still had the energy. He's always so sharp. He didn't look tired. He didn't look sleepy. Rachel is saying, no, he did not. That is correct. After the whole day, after going to North Carolina, after going to the other side of the country, to California, after doing the tour, to survey the damage, to see the devastation, when he sat down to do that meeting, he was not tired. He was not tired. He still had energy. You could hear it in his voice. He was sharp. Very, very strong. Unbelievably strong. So we are so fortunate to have Trump as our commander-in-chief. Okay, so let's talk about the next topic, my friends. So we'll wait and see what the administration does for North Carolina and for California. Now that we have a real administration, an America First administration, a MAGA administration, they are going to help the people. Okay? We have real leadership now in the White House. Let's talk about ICE. Okay? Who wants to talk about ICE? Anyone wants to talk about ICE? Immigration and Customs Enforcement? Kay Cooper is here. Hi, Kay. Kay says yes. Rachel says ice, ice baby. Okay. That is correct. Ice, ice baby. Going all over the country, arresting criminals, criminal aliens. Who wants to talk about ICE? Kay Cooper says, ICE is amazing. ICE is truly amazing. Excellent people serving in ICE. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Give me a few moments here, friends. I'm changing the window here. All right. taking a quick break. Mm. So here's what's been going on. I have, Mr. is here. Hi, Mr. Mr. says I'm back. Oh my God, Crockett. I see Crockett's comment here. So Crockett, our friend Shannon from South Carolina, says, Tossif, if Kamala runs in 2028, I am submitting your name to defeat her for the President of the United States. Well, so I'm getting comments today that are making me speechless. Brian said something amazing. Now Crockett is saying, if Kamala runs in 2028, I'm submitting your name to defeat her for POTUS. Kay Cooper says, and I'm going to second that. My friends, I am so blessed to have all of you in my life here. As we always say, and we all agree that we're a family, and it's a real blessing. Okay, it's a real blessing. God brought all of us together. Alan is saying, and I'll third. Thank you, Alan. God brought us all together for a reason, right? God brought all of us here together for a reason. We love freedom. We love our country. And we love the world. You know, if you think about it, we want the world to be a peaceful place. And with America's leadership, the world can become a peaceful place. Okay? We love our country, but we also love the world. And if America is a strong leader in the world will be a more peaceful place. Mr. says, Tossif has my vote. Mr. says, Tossif for president 2028. Michael Brown says, landslide Tossif. Evelyn says, keep your path open, Tossif. Jet says, sadly, Tossif can't run for president, but you got my vote if you could. Thank you, Jet, our friend Jet from Pennsylvania. My friends, I always say one thing. It's my commitment to present to you accurate information, facts, right? Whatever the facts may be, okay? Whether the facts favor me or don't favor me, whatever the facts are, the facts favor this party or that party, I always share the facts. And the fact is that the Constitution, as it stands, the U.S. Constitution, according to the U.S. Constitution, only U.S. citizens by birth can run for president. Okay? U.S. citizens by birth. So I'm a U.S. citizen, but I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen. I was not born in the United States. Okay? And so, based on the Constitution, that makes me ineligible to run for president, because a person has to be a natural born US citizen, not naturalized. You have to be born US citizen by birth. Okay. So that's the fact. I'm not a constitutional scholar. I'm not even a lawyer, although I have worked very closely with lawyers. Um, I know a lot about law, but I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a legal degree. I don't have, um, you know, I'm not admitted to any bar. I can't practice law. I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer. So, you know, we'll let the constitutional scholars give a more detailed explanation. But as I understand, it has to be a natural born US citizen to run for president. Okay. So, that's a fact. Okay. My friend Terry, always encouraging, she's saying Tausif could be Secretary of State. Well, I love that one, Terry. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I'm just sharing facts. So thank you. But what really matters is all the love and support that I get from you. Okay, that is precious because I know that comes from your heart. So I'm very grateful. I'm blessed for that. Okay. I'm very, very blessed to have such, so many wonderful family members, because we're a big family. Okay. Yes, we are. So thank you all. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Okay. So ICE is doing a great job. And as ICE goes to different cities, arresting criminals, arresting felons, arresting people who have committed crimes in the United States, people who have committed crimes in the countries that they came from, when we hear about all the arrests, when we hear about all the criminals that ICE is catching, we have to think about the damage that the Biden-Harris administration has done, the damage that they have caused. Okay? All these criminals that ICE is arresting, how did these criminals get to the US? How did all these criminals get to the US? Why didn't ICE, why didn't the Biden-Harris administration enforce US immigration laws? Why didn't Biden-Harris administration secure the border? Why did Biden-Harris administration allow these criminals to come into the US? I mean, it's because of Donald Trump's leadership that ICE can now go out and catch these criminals. But how did these criminals get to the US in the first place? And did you see that video of that illegal alien criminal who was saying Biden forever, who was thanking Obama? Did you see that video? It's viral. Did you see that? It's all over the internet. Jeff Arnold is here. Hi, Jeff Arnold. So, thank God we have Donald Trump, and Donald Trump has appointed Tom Homan to be the border czar, and Tom Homan is working and he's got a great team. He's got a lot of support. And the ICE agents, brave, brave people. We thank the ICE agents. My friends, let's do it again. Thank you, ICE. Please write thank you, ICE in the live chat. Please write thank you, ICE. Okay? Thank you, ICE. Thank you, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Because of Donald Trump's leadership, ICE is now able to do their job. When Biden and Harris, when they were in charge, the border was open, illegal immigrants poured in, including many criminal aliens, people who committed crimes in other countries, and they were coming into the United States. And now things have changed. And now the focus is on border security. Donald Trump declared a national emergency at the border. And Donald Trump's ICE is going out there. The brave officers of ICE, the brave agents of ICE, they're out there arresting criminals. So thank you, ICE. Thank you, Tom Homan. Thank you, Donald Trump. And thank you, freedom-loving Americans, for voting for Donald Trump and for allowing Trump to have a second term in office. Our commander-in-chief, the greatest president. Jeff says, thank you, President Trump. Let's write it. As Jeff is saying, thank you, President Donald J. Trump. I wrote it. Thank you, President Donald J. Trump. Everyone, please repeat and show your support for Donald Trump. Everyone's saying, thank you, President Donald J. Trump. Everyone, thank you, my friends. So what I will do is, I'm doing this every day. I'm obviously during the week, daytime is very busy. But I try to keep up with whatever is happening. In the evening, I catch up with the news. I wake up early in the morning. Even if I do late night live streams, I still wake up early in the morning and follow the news and try to keep track of everything that's going on. And so in the days and weeks to come, we will be discussing more about ICE and immigration enforcement, and we'll talk about the progress being made in the construction of the border wall. I'm sure that's going to be amazing. Once the border wall is complete, Donald Trump's priority, it has to happen. We need a wall at the border. And great things are going to be happening. Now, the Democrats, they are going to try to slow down President Trump. They are going to try to create all kinds of, obstacles for the Trump administration. But you know what? It's not going to slow down the Trump administration. The Trump administration is going to move forward at full speed and make America great again and implement the America First agenda. It's going to happen. And right here on this channel, I'm going to try to bring to you the latest updates and also my analysis. And always, my friends, you know this, I look forward to hearing your thoughts and reading your comments. Okay. So thank you all for participating. So we are 1 hour, 40 minutes into the live stream. My friends, I'm going to wrap this up tonight. It is 11:44 p.m. I'm going to wrap it up, but over the weekend, I will be doing live stream. So please make sure that you have subscribed and you stay subscribed so you can get notifications and you can get updates and you can tune in whenever I start a live stream. So My friends, thank you so much, everyone. And once again, Brian and Crockett and others who have commented, showing your support for me and for your confidence in me and for all your kindness. I am truly blessed to have all of you in my life. Thank you, my friends. Okay. So, my friends, I'm going to end this live stream. To each and every one of you who tuned in and who participated, once again, thank you. Okay. So I will be back again. My friends, God bless you all. And may God bless our President Donald J. Trump. May God bless the incoming, the cabinet. The cabinet is still being formed. A few cabinet nominees have been confirmed, more to be confirmed soon. So may God bless Donald Trump's cabinet. May God bless the Trump administration. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless our U.S. allies. And may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. Thank you. I will be back again soon with more videos and more live stream. So please, please, please stay connected. And also, it is so very important. Tell your friends, tell your family members, and tell your neighbors to check out my channel and to tune in and to subscribe and to become a part of this family that we have, a wonderful family. My friends, I forgot almost. Let me end the poll. The poll question is, do you enjoy uh, my daily live streams on social and political issues? 138 votes, 73% said yes, 26% said no. I'm glad to see that overwhelmingly people enjoy my daily live streams. Okay, 73% said yes. So thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful night, and I will be back again very soon. Thank you, my friends.